Hello, everyone. So my name is Maaz, and I'm the math instructor at Centaurus Academy. Uh, I'm recording this session as a demo lecture. So in today's lesson, I will be going over the topic of circle equations. So as the name suggests, we will be understanding how the equations of circle look like and how do we work with it. So let's start with this. Let me first write down the general equation of circle. So let me write it down. So we have x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equals to r square. All right. So this is the general equation of circles where if I equate x minus a to 0, I will get x is equals to a. And if I equate y minus b to 0, I will get y is equals to b. This a and this b, a comma b, this is basically the coordinates of the center of circle. All right. So let me write this down as well. Coordinates of center of circle. All right. And in this equation, the r is basically the radius. Okay. Now, let's understand this with an example as well. So if a question tells you a circle has a no, a center at 2 and 3 and has a radius 4, find its equation. How will we solve this? So using the information that we are given in this question, we will substitute these values in the general equation. So let me scroll down and write down the general equation. What was the general equation, guys? So first thing was x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equals to r square. Value of a is given as 2. So x minus 2 whole square, because a is the x coordinate of the center of circle, plus y minus b, which is the y coordinate of the center of circle, and the value of b given in this question is 3. So y minus 3 whole square. This is equated to r square. R is 4. So 4 square. And how do we write it? Like, this is not the final answer because we have to solve this as well, because this can be solved. So what we'll do is we'll say x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equals to 16. So for the question given above, this answer is basically the equation of the circle. All right. Now, you might be required to identify the coordinates of the center of the circle or the radius. So let's say if I give you this question in reverse, let me scroll down more. So let's say if I give me a second. Yeah. So if I say that the equation of the circle is, let's say, x minus 4 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square is equals to 100. Find the radius and the coordinates of the center of the circle. All right. First step is easy. To figure out the coordinates of the center of the circle, equate x minus 4 equals to 0. You will get the x coordinate as 4. Y plus 5 equals to 0. You will get the y coordinate as minus 5. So we just found out the coordinates of the center of circle. They are 4 and minus 5. So basically on your graph paper at x equals to 4 and y equals to minus 5, we will have the center of the circle. All right. What is its radius? So remember, this value over here is equals to r square. All right. So I can equate this value. R square is equals to 100. And then I can say r is equals to under root 100. And the r is coming as 10. Okay. So the circle that has its center at these coordinates, its radius is equals to 5. All right. However, if this exact thing would have been given like this, so let me just partition over here, x minus 4 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square is equals to 10 square. If the question rather than being this was given like this, then your coordinates of the center of circle will remain same because x minus 4 equals to 0, x equals to 4, y plus 5 equals to 0, y equals to minus 5. So the coordinates of the center of the circle are same. However, your radius in this scenario, you won't do the under root thing because this part is equals to r square. And over here, you have 10 square as well. So this square and this square will get cancelled and r is your 10 is basically your r or the radius. All right. So if this thing does not have a square over it or an exponential power over it, then basically this should be equated to r square. However, if you have, let's say, if you have something like this where you have an exponential power given on the number that is on the right side of the equals to, then basically this number itself is the radius. All right, because it's equals to r square. Now, let me do one more thing. Let's say if I give you an equation in this format, x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus, okay, let's take y squared plus 2y plus 1 equals to 0. And I want you guys to identify the equation of the circle using this, or find the equation of the circle. How will we do that? Again, first write down the general equation, which is x minus k whole square plus y minus b whole square, and this is equals to r square. So we have to figure out the values. Okay, we can see that there needs to be a squared bracket, let's say. All right, for x and then a squared bracket for y. So for that, what we will do, we will take the x parts separately, x values separately, and y values separately. I will write it down like this: x squared minus 4x, and on one of the sides, I'll write y squared plus 2y. Okay. Now, I need to figure out this bracket for this part and this bracket for this part. Okay. What we'll do here, we'll use the completing the square method that most of us learned in our IGCSE syllabus. All right. And what does that topic tells you? It tells you, or that method is basically to convert your quadratic equation into this format where it is x plus p whole square plus q. Okay, so if we are able to get x plus p whole square from this thing, we can work this thing out. All right, so we'll do this. The formula to finding p is p equals to b over 2. B is basically the coordinate of x, which is minus 4 in this case. So minus 4 over 2. So p is coming as minus 2. Okay, acha. By the way, if there is nothing given after 4x, this means the constant is 0, c is 0. All right. Then q is equals to c minus p square. C is 0 minus, what was our p? Minus 2 square. Minus 2 square is 4. Being multiplied by the minus outside, we are getting q as minus 4. All right. So this format for this part is coming as x. Now p is minus 2. So x minus 2 whole square. Q is minus 4. So this is basically what we're getting for this part. Similarly, for the next part, we'll do the exact same thing. We have to figure out x plus p whole square plus q. So what we'll do, we'll say p is equals to b over 2. What is b? In this scenario, it's 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. All right. And to work out q, we'll say c minus p square. C is again 0 because there is no constant given. So 0 minus, what is our p? It's 1 square. So it's minus 1. So in this, for this part, it is x plus 1 whole square. And our q is minus 1. So I got these two things. Okay, sorry, not x, y. Because we were working with y. And over here, let me write down y as well. Okay. So now I've figured out this part and this part. But I have additional things with me. Just minus 4 and minus 1. So before I jump into how we'll simplify it, let's first rewrite this. So let's say x minus 2 whole square minus 4 for this part. Then you have a plus sign. And for this part, write this thing, y plus 1 whole square minus 1. And we already have 1 over there as well. So plus 1 as well is equals to 0. All right, now we'll simplify. So we'll say x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square. And then minus 1 plus 1 cancelled. Minus 4 will go to the right side of the equals to. So it will be x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square equals to 4. You can see that we brought this equation in this format. And now, after I have the equation in this format, I can easily work out my x. X is 2, y is minus 1. And what's my radius? So if r square equals to 4, my r is 2. All right. So this is how we work out the equation of a circle if our equation is given in this format using the completing the square. All right, guys. So this is it from the demo class. Hopefully, you would have understood this topic. Thank you.